Hello and welcome to Short Times. In today's movie review, we'll be discussing the classic crime drama Road to Perdition. The movie starts with Michael Sullivan Sr., a man who works as an enforcer for John Rooney, a powerful Irish-American crime boss in Rock Island, Illinois. Sullivan has earned a reputation as a formidable force and has been with Rooney for most of his life, having been taken in by him as an orphan. One night, Sullivan and Rooney's son, Connor, are sent to handle a disgruntled employee named Finn McGovern. Sullivan's son, Michael Jr., who is curious about his father's profession, secretly follows them and witnesses Connor killing McGovern. Sullivan and Connor find Michael Jr. and, although Sullivan assures them that his son will not tell anyone about what he saw, Connor is not convinced. After this event, Rooney sends Sullivan to collect a debt from a speakeasy owner. However, Connor secretly warns the owner to kill Sullivan in order to clear his debts to the Rooney family. The attempt on Sullivan's life fails, and he discovers a letter from Connor that reveals his involvement. Sullivan rushes back home, only to find that his wife Annie and youngest son Peter have been murdered by Connor. Michael Jr., who was not at home at the time due to a school altercation, was spared from the violence. To protect his son, Michael Sullivan Sr. takes him and flees to Chicago, where he seeks help from a lieutenant in Al Capone's crime syndicate, Frank Nitti. It is there that Michael learns that Connor is already under the protection of Capone and his men. After the meeting, Nitti informs John and Connor of Michael's visit, leading to the hiring of an assassin named Harlan McGuire, who is tasked with killing both Michael and his son, much to John's dismay. Michael's plan is to take his son to the town of Perdition in Michigan, where his sister-in-law lives. However, their plans are disrupted when Harlan catches up to them at a diner and almost kills them. Realizing that they are now being pursued, Michael realizes that they cannot find peace until Connor Rooney is dead. To put pressure on Capone to give up Connor, Michael teaches his son how to drive and begins a series of bank robberies across the state, targeting only banks that hold mob money. He also gives some of the money to the bank managers as a handler's fee, with the condition that they keep quiet about the robberies. When Capone realizes what is happening, he withdraws his money from the remaining banks. Sullivan then tracks down Rooney's accountant, Alexander Rance, but the meeting turns out to be a trap. McGuire walks in on Sullivan and almost kills him. In the ensuing chaos, Rance is killed and McGuire is injured, while Sullivan is shot in the arm, but manages to escape with some of Rance's paperwork. As Michael Jr. drives his injured father away, he collapses. They stop at a farm in the countryside, where the couple living there help them hide and recover. While they are there, Michael looks through the papers he took from Rance's hotel room and discovers that Connor had been embezzling money from his father, using the names of gang members he had murdered. Michael secretly visits John Rooney and reveals what he has learned about Connor. John admits that he knows what his son has done, but he refuses to turn him over even with this evidence. This leads Michael to make a significant decision. Later, Michael ambushes John Rooney and his bodyguards in the street, using a Thompson submachine gun to pick them off from an alley, before approaching Rooney face to face. "I'm glad it's you," John says quietly, before Sullivan Sr. tearfully kills the man who had been like a father to him. With John Rooney dead, Capone no longer has a reason to protect Connor. Michael contacts Frank Nitti again, who gives him Connor's location on the condition that this will end Sullivan's feud. Michael is allowed access to Connor's hotel room, where he kills him before leaving. Michael and his son then head to Perdition, Michigan, where they find a house along the sandy shores of Lake Michigan. As Michael Sr. goes into the house, he is ambushed by McGuire, who had been waiting for them. Michael Jr. appears and tries to shoot McGuire, but not before Michael Sr. does. A few moments later, Michael Jr. watches as his father dies in his arms. Following his father's death, Michael Jr. returns to the farm family who helped him and his father, where he assumes the life of a farmer's son. Thank you for joining us for our review of Road to Perdition. This classic crime drama features standout performances from Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, and Jude Law, and explores themes of loyalty, family, and the consequences of one's actions. If you're a fan of 1930s gangster films or just looking for a well-acted and emotionally powerful movie, Road to Perdition is definitely worth checking out. Stay tuned for more movie recaps on Short Times. Bye for now.